Hello everyone, you're on with Ocean Trader, and today I wanted to go through placing an order, watching your trade move, and then closing out of the trade. So basically getting into a trade and getting out of a trade using the trade tickets and all of that. So hopefully after this video, you will be able to place a trade, get in, get out comfortably and confidently. So let's hop right in. First things first, I always start in this default, the first thing you see when you open Thinkorswim, the desktop trading environment provided by TD Ameritrade. So real quick, I'm just going to go into application settings, look and feel. And I usually trade in light. It doesn't change anything except for the look because I think it's less intimidating and a little bit easier to look at. And then the second thing I always do is come in and click on these links right here. Click on my charts, make sure that's linked to red. Get rid of this because I just don't use it. Make sure this link is red. And what those links do is they connect all your gadgets and widgets. So that way, if you want to see the live news on KDC, whatever that is, you just click and it'll update the live news here and bring up your charts. So I think that's super helpful. So it makes my life easier. I hope it makes your guys' life easier too. You'll see me talk about that a lot probably. You can also do it down here with this. So there's your quick chart. Anyway, hopping right in. So last video we talked about the different types of traders, and I hope that gave you a little bit better of an idea of what kind of trader you want to be. For the sake of this video, all we're going to focus on is getting in and out of a trade. So we'll go ahead and type in Apple. We'll just use Apple because why not? So there's a bunch of different ways to initiate a trade, and I covered these in my introduction to Thinkorswim video. If you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and check that out. You can trade real quickly. You can trade obviously with big buttons, with active trader, with just clicking on the bid and the ask. There's a bunch of different ways to go about this, but for the time being, all we're going to do is click on the symbol. It's going to drop down the symbol menu right here by clicking on this price. So you can buy it, sell it, buy custom. So this will allow you to set up these different types of orders. I probably won't cover all of these. I'm just going to cover a straight trade today. I'll cover these in a following video. These are all really helpful and really powerful. So let's go ahead and buy some shares of Apple because our indicators or our strategies or something have told us that it's down today, but tomorrow it's going to recover. It's going to shoot up to 250 or something. I don't know, something like that. So either way, we want to come in here, and I'm going to hide this really quick for us so it doesn't distract us. So we're going to come in and we're going to buy some Apple. So this is obviously you're buying a stock spread. You want to buy it, not sell it. So you're going to buy. And then right here is how you value your stock. So this is saying we're going to buy 100 shares. You can also do it in percentages or money or something like that. So see 500%. Or excuse me, $500 will buy us $500 worth of this stock. So it's going to be 2 point something shares. But for this, it's just easier to do it in units for the time being. So we're going to buy 100 shares of Apple right here. It's a stock. And then in here, this is the price. So the price links to the type of order. Type of order that we have available to us are all of these. So let's just go through them one by one. A market order will get you filled at the next available price. So basically, if you want to get in super fast and you don't care what price, you can use a market order and it'll get you in at this price. Now that can be really dangerous because if the next price available, like if it hops up to 3,000 right after you click buy, you're going to get 100 shares at $3,000. So that can be super dangerous. The best way to go about it is using a limit order. If you use a limit order, this allows you to set how much you want to pay per share. So if it's trading at $2.16 and 11 cents right now, maybe I'll say I don't want to pay more than $2.16 and 20 cents. I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room right there to make sure I do get filled. And it will get it for the best price. So if it's at $2.15, but I say my limit is $2.20, it will get it for me at $2.15. Well, there you go. It's moving. So you can see how quick this moves. We're in a live trading session. That's how a limit order works. And then if we come in here, this is how long our order is going to be good for. Day, that means at the end of the day, your order will cancel if it didn't fill, and you'll have to set it again tomorrow. Good till cancel, or GTC, means that order is going to stay active until you cancel it. So if it doesn't get filled today, then when the market opens tomorrow, that order will still be there and it'll get filled. Extended hours is trading in after hours. I'll cover after hours in another video, but that's just trading in the time between when the market closes when the market opens. Good till canceled extended is going to be trading in extended hours, and your order will exist until you cancel it. Your exchange, leave this as best. That's just which exchange is going to place your order. So we want to buy 100 shares of Apple at a limit price of $216. We'll say $216.25. And then we go ahead and hit confirm. And then this is just showing exactly how it's going to affect our account. So the cost of trade. So it's going to be $21,000 plus $695 in commission. So it's going to be $21,631. This is how it's going to affect our buying power and all of that. So this just shows you what's going to happen to your account after you place this trade. So then we go ahead and hit send. And boom. Now you can see it completed. So what we'll do here is we'll go over to our monitor. Up here, just by clicking on monitor, it's in the same row as charts, and we can see now that we own 100 shares of Apple. And this is how it's done today. Since we placed that trade, we made $11. Now $6, and you can see how it moves up and down here. So at that point, we can say, you know what, I think we've made enough money and I want to get out of this trade. So at that point, you can just come in into Apple here, and you can just simply close your order. So to do that, you can go back to charts, Apple, click on the price, sell. Since we have 100 shares, we want to sell 100 shares. This is our past orders right here, so you can see them. So we're going to drop 100 shares. So we're going to sell it. We're going to sell 100 because that's how much we own of Apple. And then this is the limit price. So like before, when it wouldn't sell it or when it wouldn't purchase it for more than a certain amount, now it won't sell it for less than a certain amount. So if it's trading at $216 and I don't want to sell it for any less than $216 a share, I'll enter $216 a share, limit order, day, and of course these are all the same options here. And then confirm, send. It's going to show you how it's going to affect your account, and send. Oh, and since then the price has dropped a little bit here, so that's easy. We can come in here if we still want to get out because it's going to fill us here. So you can see I clicked this little thing right here to open our working orders. So our order ticket, we want to sell 216 apples to close the position. See, when we bought it, it was to open. Now it's to close at 216. It's trading at 216. So anytime here, this order should get filled. I can edit it, sell it a little bit cheaper if we want. This is adding a note. So you can put in a note here to talk about your trade in the future if you want to come back and see why you placed it. And if you click this little menu option bar right here, it will go ahead and show you all of your options for the current order. So you can cancel your order, you can cancel and replace it. Since we're not getting filled, I'll go ahead and cancel and replace the order, and I'll just sell it for market just because we want to get filled and taken care of. So then we hit confirm and send, and it's going to replace that order that we have in there. So we're going to send it, and boom, filled, just like that. So that's that. And then you can come back over to your monitor and see now we don't have any shares of Apple. So we purchased it and we sold it. And that's how that works. That's buying and selling a stock. Later on, I'll get more into that and we'll go into detail about the different order types, how to use a stop loss, a trailing stop loss, but that's just straight up how you get in and out of a stock using the Thinkorswim platform. It's going to be similar just about everywhere else. So I hope that helped. If I missed anything or you still have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. With that, happy trading.